Hello, hello. We're back. Once again, more Anbennar. We let a little bit of time pass this time just to get everything integrated and all the religious changes and everything done. Still have a tiny little bit of unrest, but nothing that's actually going to pop. This was actually a lot easier to integrate due to cultures being better and all that. Led to Gawad flipping from being a monarchy to being the Northern League, a magnet league ruled by their business magnates. And since our aggressive expansion is still quite high over here, I figured we'd do a little bit of, well, continental and maybe even overseas adventurism this go around. First off, I went ahead and fabricated claims on these two provinces right here, Ponrentan and Maruk-i-Tord, so that we can really just dominate this coast. You know, one of the goals being Ebonmark rules the waves in this campaign, beyond just doing our mission tree. So we're probably just going to go ahead and kick this war off. They will bring in a few allies, but nothing that we can't handle. But I think we will probably bring over one more stack. You guys. You guys can come over. How about you camp out right here for now? Yeah, that's got plenty of supply limit. And then once they're over there, once they've arrived, we'll go ahead and kick this war off. It'll be a small war in comparison to the last one, but constant massive wars leads to things like everyone in the world hating you. Now that I've got some powerful allies, we want to exploit that for as long as possible, rather than screw it up immediately. So we're going to make the war goal take Ponrentan. They'll bring in Lankina here, which we might take a couple coastal provinces from them too if they really want to act up. And it says they're actually bringing in some more people, so we'll actually send one more stack. 90k should be able to handle it, eh? 90k should be enough to handle it. We got plenty of money. We can afford events that cost money. Considering we're making 785 crowns a month, I don't think we're gonna have any issues there. All right, buddy, you're getting into position. Good, good, good. Ebonmark must rule the waves. I also want to get my naval force limit up, because we want to get up to 500 total ships. Our current force limit is 413. So we're going to keep building more until we can't build more. I mean, I could just go over my naval force limit, but I'd like to get the naval force limit at least close to where we want it to be before we build all the way up to 500. We've got a smaller navy out here that we're still building up. Building a couple more heavies for it right now. Should be able to handle anything out here, but still, like I said, complete naval dominance is our goal, and we are going to go ahead and work towards that. Let's just get all of our boys in position here. I'm sure we have a tech advantage on these guys, don't we? They're Miltech 21, we are Miltech 22. So yes, we do have a slight tech advantage. Alright, come on, buddy. We ain't got all century. We ain't got all century. It's already 1660. We're looking at getting close to end game. Or late game, rather. Alright, this should be more than enough. Let us begin. And let's just go ahead and get you blockading right there. 5 light ships. Those will get absolutely crushed. Yes. Good. Good, good, good. Now we've got them blocked off. And some free ships. We'll probably have to upgrade them. Yep, they're early frigates we captured. But I'm okay with upgrading them. Now if we can knock some of his allies out of the war quickly, that would be most fortuitous. Oh, our truce with the Northern League, formerly Gawed, is actually over. Alright, I'm not going to complain. But we are going to wait until we're done with our little adventurism here. Our little bit of silliness. Plus this will give us an opportunity to forcibly explore some of this territory that we don't have explored. Yeah, it'll be some culture and religious conversions we gotta do, but hey, we already got a long list of those. We already got a laundry list of those we gotta do. A lot of the culture conversions we're just waiting on dang old separatism to run out in those provinces. So we can establish Reach Man dominance back over the Reach. Looks like we done blocked them off. We went ahead and blocked them from coming over here, so we can just pillage all this territory to our heart's content. It's beautiful, really. Gotta love being like the #1 great power and just throwing your weight around on some absolutely weak countries in comparison. Because I mean, yeah, sure, Gawed didn't give us that much trouble, but a lot of that was due to the fact that our allies kept them busy for most of the kept Gawed and their allies mostly busy for most of the war. We only fought like 2 major battles in that war. The rest was pretty much just sieging. And in comparison, you know, a lot of our wars are going to be a lot like that. But I think by the time we get into like the 1700s, some of these smaller powers are going to really start eating each other from the, you know, better CBs and the better, excuse me, and the lesser war score province cost that comes with going into the 1700s. So we're going to see a lot of these smaller powers get 8. Oh, one of our generals back home done died. How unfortunate. His replacement is just as good though, so we really don't care. So we really just don't care. I'm gonna send this guy up to the front because I saw them moving troops around over here. The blockade is nice, but they are gonna go around eventually. We're actually going to push across into the proper lake-fed territory here and siege them down. Crackdom Roar is here to help. So let's start. Ooh. Where are you going? You're going into that one, alright, well. That's your funeral, buddy. Because now you're stuck. Now your general died as well. Not great, not terrible. I'll accept it for now. I'll accept that for now. Ooh, they're bringing a lot of troops there. I don't know if we're going to get there in time. Nope. Go ahead and retreat that one. Go ahead and retreat that one, and we're going to let us get a month's tick of reinforcement, and then we're going back across. We ain't gonna let them punk us like that. Ain't gonna happen. There we go. This should be a lot better for us. They still outnumber us significantly. Well then, I guess we'll just have to bring the full brunt. Oh crap, our vassal forces are going in. Well, we didn't start the fire, but we're gonna fan the flames. Beautiful, there we go. One of these armies is pretty severely depleted, so let's just... Yep, there we go, do a little bit of that. A little bit of carpet sieging. Never hurt nobody. And let's go ahead and barrage that fort. Beautiful. Love to see it. Love to see it. Even if we then just get screwed on siege events. And of course they're gonna not cooperate. And these siege numbers are getting a little schizo-pilled. Let's get that blockade up. Let's get that blockade up. And kind of position things so we can possibly help our vassals' army beat these guys if we need to. Yeah, I think they've realized they're trapped in there and they can't get out. All this over a couple provinces up here. You could have just given them up. Actually, I really didn't give you a chance, but that's the narrative that we're going with, alright? Alrighty. Now let's get this siege done. Of course, another disease outbreak. Of course, of course. None of these sieges can get done in a... Oh, they just wiped my little army that I had over here. Oh no, anyway. What a shame. What a shame that you're about to get barraged. How the hell did you get through? Slippery little bastards. There we go. We got one of them. Well, we didn't stack wipe them, but we hit one of them pretty hard, at the very least. They just give military access. I'm gonna send you back across and just leave you there to siege. Because we've got some annoying little bastards here to take care of. Some flies to swat. We got more forces coming down from Crackdom Vroor anyways. There we go. That's their capital needed. And of course some of our colonies forces are coming around doing some shenanigans themselves. Now, they got one stack with a decent amount of artillery and another stack with a decent amount of artillery, so if we try and fight them now, we're going to be out-artied. But, luckily, I've got another stack coming. Quantity is a quality all its own, as they say. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely annihilated. Absolutely annihilated. Now, I'd say that that's a pretty good peace deal, huh? Not bad, I would say. I've seen better deals, but not very often. I make the best deals. Alright. Alright, let's get our navy back up here to rest, resupply, all that. Start coring all of that. And we get the last ability in the Age of Witch Kings, which I'm really tempted to take. Just go ahead and take the Golden Era. Yeah, let's do it. Our Golden Era. You love to see it. You love to see it. So that'll just be the process of coring all this up and beginning to religious convert it, rather. We actually stole another heavy from him. Hey, that's pretty good. I'm going to get rid of this transport boat, though. We ain't gonna need those over here. We ain't gonna need those. And our ruler has died. We have a regency for young Raven Ebenfrost. 435, so not too bad. Not too bad. That is, as we put, acceptable. Plus we can host another great hunt. But we're gonna have a regency for quite a while. And we're gonna go ahead and give him the Diplo point to even things out. So he's now a 445, which is quite good. Quite good, if I do say so myself. Alright. Well then. While things core up and we try and keep these things under control, under wraps. Yeah, we'll give them a harsh treatment. Why not? Keep them down. Keep them oppressed. I'm going to start looking into the possibility of expansion other places while we wait. And when we come back from the pause, we will see what our next opportunity for adventurism is. Alright, we've picked our next target. That is going to be Eborthil. They have a lot of colonies I would like to have. A few over here in Sarhal. And a few over here in Live Peninsula especially. But, you know, I wouldn't mind taking some of this from them too, some of these islands. So we're going to go to war with them. We've already got fleet basing rights from Laurent, and we will be bringing them into the war as well. So we got our two big boy fleets here, each with 50 lights, 50 heavies. We're going to blockade here and here to ensure that there's no way they can transport ships out with troops that way. And then we're just going to occupy these colonies down here, and that hopefully should be enough to build up some ticking war score and convince them that they should give up on some of their colonial ventures. So let's see here. Declare war. The province I want to make the war goal is going to be Hortosare in Sarhal. They're going to call in all their colonial vassals. I'm going to call in all of mine. We outnumber them by a extremely large margin. Let's go ahead and get those fleets moving before we actually make the declaration. Get them in position. Get them right where they need to be. Porto, sorry. War it is. War it is. Oh, we captured 15 ships. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, old pal, that's not looking too great for you. And the war goal is occupied. Go ahead and occupy this too, just for kicks and giggles. Not really enough to give us. You park it there. They've got a lot of light ships running around. Not that they'll have any reason to here soon, because they're not going to have any of those colonies left. Tee hee. No, it's 1666. And their army's stuck here. Not able to do really much of anything. Well, we just blockade them forever. So this isn't going to be the most eventful war. Yeah, they can occupy all this. I don't really care. We're probably going to take some of this from them anyways. Surprised they have this many troops over here, though, considering they just got their asses kicked by Guamud, the bird-riding Mongols. But alas, that's not going to be enough to counteract the lovely thing that is ticking war score. Ticking war score and war exhaustion from blockades. This will eventually get to them. Oh yeah, that's a lot of light ships we just captured. Beautiful, love to see it. Yeah, they're gonna occupy all that, but that's fine. I didn't really plan on strongly defending that because it's not very defensible at its current state. But we're still in the positive for war score, and our colonies are, yep, already occupying their colonies. You love to see it. You love to see it. I am going to go ahead and transfer occupation of that to my colony. All of it. If we get enough war score, I will give them all of it. But I also don't want to be stuck in a forever war here. Okay, they already occupy that. Excellent. Perfect. And now it's mostly just a waiting game. Really, really not going to be an eventful conflict. I kind of knew that. Just due to the fact they're not going to be able to break the blockade and they're not going to be able to transport ships across. They're just going to keep losing money to that blockade. Really, if we wanted to, we could probably cause a little havoc here, though we're gonna have to upgrade those ships first. Could start going around and hunting some of their lights. Yeah, they can claim all they want. If they have the balls to try and come and get it, they're welcome to. They're welcome to try. They are welcome to try. But since this is not going to be so eventful for a while, either until we decide to get off our asses and actually invade them or something, or, you know, something changes, we're going to go ahead and just wait and see what happens. Alright, time for an update on the war. Eborthil actually managed to send some of their troops that they had up here in Moduk and northern Halles down here. But I think our army that is here should be sufficient. Should be sufficient to handle these guys. We'll see. Especially once we bring in these extra 2 cannons that we that we just recruited. Letting them occupy 1 or 2 provinces ain't gonna be a problem, but wiping out this army would help us immensely. We're up to 13 war score and they're at medium war enthusiasm already. It's not been long. Ah. I'm going to try and escape down there, huh? Well, that's fine. We'll just unoccupy this and wait for you to slither back. This general's got 4 maneuver. Their general has 3 maneuver. So if we're sly, we should be able to catch them here. They do have more arty than us, though, which is not great. No, we are not going to catch them. They started moving plenty early. Slippery little bastards. But we can get quite a bit more ticking war score. It should be plenty enough to at least take a few of the colonies we want. At least these 2 and some of these islands here. You know, for the sake of complete naval dominance. And oh, hey, Laurent landed. This is why we love our allies. This is why we love our ally Laurent. Alright, I take back all I said about you being fantasy Frenchmen. We're the best of bros now. Oh yes, we've also been culture converting all of these Orcish culture provinces here in Escann. Quite a few of them are still converting. Their separatism finally ran out. We are actually getting all of the city of Castenath culture converted. We actually got Sudri Kastenborg already culture converted. Let's go ahead and upgrade that while we're there looking at it. Now, let's just see, just for kicks and giggles. If I were to take, say, these, and these ones for my colonies. We could leave them with 1 province there, and then I want at least 1 of these islands. How about you give me paw print? Nope, it's just a little too much war score right now. That's fine. That's fine. We can let Laurent continue to siege down your capital state. That doesn't bother me at all. we'll just watch the Frenchmen just, I mean, the, Laurentanes, just, wreck and pillage your country. It's fine with me. I don't object at all. There we go, we're getting the last culture conversions done. We got plenty of mill power, and we're still ahead of time on tech, so I'm not worried about spending the mill power on harsh treatments. Plus, we are up to 104 absolutism. So, it's not like we're spending a lot of mill power when we do harsh treatment now. We're spending really very little. Oh, now suddenly you're willing to come to the negotiating table. Well, I hate to tell you, the terms have changed. The terms have changed slightly, alright? We're gonna be giving these provinces to the Erviksteiner Islands. Letting them handle the unrest of that. Beautiful, beautiful. Love to see it. Love to see it. You decided to prolong the conflict. You're gonna pay the price. So the deal has been altered. Pray I do not alter it further. And to get enough war score for that, we're just going to let Laurent siege all of that down. Alright, things have progressed. Laurent is finishing sieging down this, and they're about to kick this fleet out for me to absolutely wipe. We've still got all this blockaded. And our colonies have been going nuts, sieging down their colonies. So, perhaps soon we will be... Oh, speaking of such, the naval battle has gone ahead and kicked off. I was hoping they would stay in the battle longer and get blown out, but alas. Oh, excellent. And we're done with those religious conversions. It says they're sieging provinces, but just a two-stack here, unsieging stuff that our Delaire colony has already sieged down. We do have another invasion coming. Oh, no, it's just them picking up more troops over here. It's not going to help you that much. Honest. Let's see how willing they are to negotiate now. It's getting closer. It's getting closer. We just need a little more war score to convince them to give up the colonies that we want. Just a little bit more. And honestly, I think we could probably get that just from our colonies going around and sieging stuff, and Laurent doing the little silly here. Laurent is also sieging down Celiand, who is one of the allies in this war. That'll get them out of the war pretty quick, so it shouldn't be too much longer, and we'll be able to just piece some of their allies out, convince them that they need to just give up. Alright, we've got a peace deal ready to go now. We're going to be taking Pawprint and Betum Islands. We're going to be taking this whole island for our island colony. We're taking all this land for our Lai Peninsula colony. And of course, the original war goal, these two provinces right down here. Oh yeah, plus this wee little island right here. We're going to be taking that as well. So, you know, a decent little bit of colonies for very, very little bloodshed. At least not Ebonmark blood. At least on our blood. Tee-hee. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, let's go ahead and core all of those up. Keep handing out some harsh treatments. And handle these rebels real quick. Should be able to handle them without too much trouble, but we shall see. Yep, handling them no problem at all. I mean, taking some bad casualties, but that's just because we didn't have any dang artillery or cavalry in that stack, so we'll be building this back up. Or, actually, we had cavalry in there, but under strength and no artillery in that stack. I'll have to be building that up for next time. Live Peninsula can handle their little rebels. I need you to go back to protecting trade here. Now that you're done, and then we can send our navies home. With this one with 15 new ships. This one didn't gain any new ships, but it slapped a few enemy ships around. And that's what matters. So, next time I think we're going to be going back in on Escann and going back in on dang ol' Gawad. Well, formerly Gawad, now the Northern League. We'll be going back in on them. We'll be, yeah, doing a little bit of land expansion, finishing up our mission tree. And then I think as time goes... Oh yeah, we also took 2 provinces here. Because they cost basically nothing. And I'd like to scoop more of this up before Guamud snakes them out from under Eborthil. But they got a lot of troops over here now. Oh, one moment, excuse me. Ah, fortuitous pause. I had a bad sneeze. Tee-hee. But yeah, our colonial presence continues to expand now. We don't have total domination over the colonial scene. You know, Busalar and Eborthil and Vern still have quite a bit of colonies, and Laurent has its own. Plus, we've got 2 major ruin-born civilizations here, Eordand and Malaknar, that we're gonna have to do some sillies against at some point. I mean, our colony has plenty of claims we could use to attack them. We just have to ship like 3 or 4 stacks over to help them handle that. Or really, we've got the force limit. We've definitely got the force limit. I could just build some stacks over here and lend them generals from my armies over in Canor. And then that... So, you know, we've got our options here. We've got our options here. Plus, I would like to take some or most of this Delaire colony from Westham and give it to my colony. And probably the same thing with the Istralor one as well. You've got claims on this, right? Yes, yes. That wouldn't be too bad of one. Once again, we could blockade most of these people so they couldn't get anything out here and then just slam bang them. So we're probably going to have a lot more colonial wars here in the near-ish future. But we shall see. We'll see how things go. Like I said, I want to get these provinces in the Reach and these 2 provinces from Luciand soonish. How is the Oh yeah, and they wouldn't even join a coalition against me anymore. Ungoldivore is the only one that still is really, really mad at me. And they're not even as mad as they used to be. They're still pretty ass mad, though. Maybe the whole, you know, orcish genocide thing I've been doing down there. I don't know, might be something to do with that. But we could take these two provinces in a war, no problem, and then wait out the truce when we get more claims from our mission tree. And then we'll have some more claims to push out here in Escann as well. And, you know, as soon as truces are up, we can go back in on Eborthil. We can go back in on Vern, though the problem with Vern is that they're in the Empire now. They're in the Empire of Anbennar. And so unless I get a special circumstance to declare war on them, then I have to fight Wex, which isn't high on my list of things to do. So Eborthil is a better target. Busalar might also be a great target. You're not in the Empire, are you? You're not. If I were to declare war on you, Wex would still come in, but it wouldn't call in the entirety of the frickin' Empire. And then I could call in the gnomes for that one. Oh, Laurent is on their side, though. That sucks. But anyways, yeah, like I was saying, we've got a lot more opportunities for expansion here. This was just kind of opening the road to the idea of becoming the Ebonmark that rules the waves all over Halan. But we'll see where that ambition goes. But for now, I'm running out of time. So thanks everybody for coming by. Be sure to leave a like, maybe even a comment, and maybe even subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.